Hey, it's Mr. Bass. It's the end of September, and here's the premium Super 6 sack. And I don't know if 6 Sense is doing away with their other versions, because I get the standard sack plus the premium. If you go on their website now, I only see the premium sack. So maybe they're doing away with the other subscriptions. The premium Super 6 sack is a pretty good deal. You usually get 4 or 5 hard baits. You get a couple of soft plastics. They'll throw in some terminal tackle and things of that nature at times, hooks and things like that. They also will throw in jigs and swim jigs. It costs $36.99 a month if you're not on a subscription plan. In other words, if you're just buying it one at a time. They say it has about $50 worth of value. If you get on a subscription plan where you're paying for a full year in advance, or 6 months in advance, or 3 months in advance, that kind of thing, then the price comes down. The cheapest I think you can get it for is like $34.99, something like that. The Movement 80X, 5/8 of an ounce. This is the baby bass color. And this is a pretty sweet looking color. I'm trying to think if I have a baby bass. Got a black back. It's almost fire tigerish, you know, it almost looks like a fire tiger. It's got red eyes. Of course, they've got their premium EWG style hooks. Big knocker in the Movement 80X. And you can see this is a pretty large bait. This is a surface level crankbait, dives 1 to 3 feet. It's got kind of that wake style bait on it, so you could, if you hold your rod tip up when you retrieve it, you can definitely wake this along the top of the water. The Speed Glide in Ghost Bone Minnow. This is 7/8 of an ounce. 100 millimeters in length. It's a glide bait, jointed. Of course, this is a very natural color, very shaddy looking. Got those nice little subtle hues of purple and other colors. This is a great color for this time of year, for fall fishing, chasing schools of shad. Very, very nice lure. It's got that feathered treble hook on it. Has a really nice action. The Crush 100X. This is a pretty beefy square bill. This color is Chartreuse Pro Blue this month. 5/8 of an ounce. Dives 2 to 5 feet. Blueback. And those chartreuse sides. Kind of a pearl belly. A little bit of orange on the chin there. Also more of a knocker style. Not as deep of a knocker as is in that Movement 80X. So that's the Crush 100X. Curve 55, 3/8 of an ounce, 57 millimeters, dives 5 to 9 feet. And if you've seen my wigglewort replacement video, this is a great bait that you can use similar to the wigglewort. This color is Ghost Table Rock Shad. And one thing you'll notice whenever any company says it's Table Rock in the name, it's usually got some purple in it and a little bit of chartreuse. But purple, see that purple on the back is kind of, and it's got a very subtle chartreuse accents on the side. Curve 55 is an excellent go-to crankbait. And just like the wigglewort, sounds like it's got like a single ball bearing in there. Oops. A single pea of some kind that's making some noise. That's a good color. Again, a very good fall color for sure. Chasing shad, that is a great color. Last hard bait is the Crush Mini 25X. This is a tiny crankbait. And this color is called Wild Shad. It's a 1/4 ounce, dives 2 to 4 feet, and you can tell just kind of compared to like my pinky. It is a small crankbait, finesse crankbait. This would work great for pond fishing. Panfish would go after this. Bass will definitely go after this. You could, a lot of different ways to fish this, and they don't skimp. You know, 6 Cents does not skimp on their hooks, even on their small lures. This is a very nice color. It's got a little bit brighter accents on it than that last one we looked at. But it's definitely shaddy, and you know, it might set you apart a little bit if you're chasing bass that are chasing those shad here in the fall. So that is 5 premium hard baits this month in that sack. And then we got some soft plastics as well. The Stroker Craw in Junebug Red. Junebug Red is a great color. This is 3.3 inches long. You know, the Stroker Craw can be fished a million different ways. You can fish it on a Carolina rig. You can fish it on a free rig. You can Texas rig it. You can Tokyo rig it. There's you can flip it on a big flipping hook if you want. They just make a very nice craw. And this Junebug Red is probably one of my favorite colors of theirs, just because Junebug works really good in my part of the world anyway. And here's a little secret. Junebug works great in many parts of the world. So, really good color. That's the Stroker Craw. There's 8 in the package. And the very last thing this month is the Ned Fry. Again, this is another cool color of theirs, Cosmic Black. This is a 4.6 inch worm. And, you know, black is just a great color anyway. But then they kind of put these little red, it's mostly red glitter that's in here in this Cosmic Black color. And it looks great. So the Ned Fry, I kind of think, you know, they're going after like the old ring fry worms that have rings or ribs all the way down the edge. It's got a pointed tail. You can shaky head this. You can, of course, put it on a Ned rig. You could even wacky rig this if you wanted. You could Nico rig it. A lot of different ways to fish this worm. That does it for the Premium Super 6 Sack. Hope this was helpful and informative. If so, please subscribe to the channel, smash that like button. Until next time, this is Mr. Bass. Happy fishing!